blood services and at UMC, but they cannot take any more people right now. We are asking that you not go down there until at least tomorrow afternoon, if not the next day. They have enough supply to last them for the foreseeable future. People are also donating food in large amounts. While the gesture is appreciated, Metro does not have the ability to coordinate delivery or distribution, and we're asking that if you are going to donate food, do so with either bottled water or sealed food to the Red Cross at 1771 East Flamingo. There have been a remarkable amount of support from our community. We have been asked by concerned individuals from near and far asking how they can help. At this time, the GoFundMe page set up for the victims by Commissioner Sisolak and Sheriff Lombardo is the best mechanism to show your support to the victims. We do not anticipate having any further updates tonight. When we do have further updates tomorrow, we will send out a press release notifying you that we will be giving more information. These past 20 hours have been trying, and we know we have a long way to go. I'm proud of the courage and resiliency displayed by all our first responders on this event. I also want to appeal to you in the public and the media. We know of no known threats in our Las Vegas area. If we did know of anything that could harm the safety and security of our citizens, we would tell you that, and our department would act upon that. Please allow our department the ability to do what they do the best: investigate crime and keep you safe. With that, I will turn it over to Commissioner Sisolak, who has a few words.
I just have a very few words I'd like to say. Again, we've had several of these today, and it's been a long, long day for a lot of us. But I just left Mr. Jim Murren. I want to have a special thank you to two groups that we had. Our first responders, obviously our medical personnel responded, but for the fact of the great work done by the men and women of Metro and the security at Mandalay Bay, we would have lost hundreds, if not thousands, more lives. I mean, they were able to triangulate and locate that room and get people in there and saved countless lives. And for that, we will be eternally grateful for the work that you did. And in conjunction with MGM, we did set up with the sheriff the GoFundMe campaign, and I appreciate Todd saying something. As when I walked in here, we have received in excess of 30,000 donations, exceeding $2.2 million. When we started it, we set the goal at $500,000. We got to $100,000, and one individual called and said, "I will get you to your goal." And he donated $400,000. That individual was anonymous until now. He has said that we could release his name. It was Stephen Klubeck, donated $400,000 to support this community. We ask you all to support our community. And again, I'd like to ask you, next time you see one of our first responders, whether it be Metro or it be fire or what have you, tell them thank you, because we owe them an eternal debt of gratitude for what they did. And I've got some other speakers, Congressman Titus, and I know they have a few words to say. Senator Masto.
Well, thank you very much. This horrendous act of evil happened right in the heart of District 1, which I'm honored to represent. The whole day has revolved around that act. It's been police briefings and talking with the FBI, visiting hospitals, all the things that kind of are associated with an act of war. But we also heard stories of individual heroism, people helping others through the gate, over the fence, shielding their bodies, standing in line for blood. Those are the kind of stories that we need to focus on. And it's so appropriate that we've ended the day with an ecumenical church service on the Strip, where we gathered to grieve for the fallen, to thank our wonderful first responders who have done so much in coordination with each other, and just to hold hands with family and friends, to cry, and to recommit ourselves to do all that we can so that this never happens again.
It has been a long day, as you can imagine, for everybody here, and like my colleagues and everyone here in Southern Nevada, have to thank the first responders, our law enforcement, the medical community here, our EMTs, everybody who ran into the face of danger to save lives, many lives that families now are concerned about, those who have been injured, families now who are dealing with the loss of loved ones. I, too, had a niece there last night at the event. She was one of the lucky ones who made it home, but there are many who are still injured and who did not. And now it is time for all of our community to come together to bring comfort and relief to these families. I know for all of us, this week is going to be about those families, those who have been injured, and how we can do everything in this community to continue to support them, as well as supporting the ongoing investigation that needs to take place independent. Let them do their job. There'll be plenty of time to second guess. There'll be plenty of time to play politics. But right now is the time to come together as a community and support and comfort one another.
Well, good evening. I'm Mark Hutchison, Lieutenant Governor of the state of Nevada, and on behalf of the state of Nevada, I want to thank everyone who's already been thanked repeatedly today, and we're going to continue to thank them over and over again. Everyone who ran towards the bullets when everybody else was running away from the bullets, those who met the victims at the hospitals. I spent most of my day at the hospitals, and matter of fact, I just came from Sunrise. Sunrise took care of 214 of the victims and performed over 90 emergency surgeries. Just extraordinary efforts on behalf of our medical community. They handled this tragedy with competence and character, and we're very, very proud of them as Nevadans. I told you last time that UMC and Spring Valley both performed admirably. I spent some time there as well. If you arrived at any of those facilities alive, you are continue to be alive. I confirm that again this afternoon. It's just the best of the Nevada spirit, the best of our community. Las Vegas has been my home, born and raised here, raised 6 children here. And what we've seen today at the close of this day is the best and in the highest traditions of Las Vegans and Nevadans and Americans. You've heard story after story when you meet with these families about their guardian angels who were at that tragic site, who carried them out of harm's way or found vehicles and took them to the hospital. And it's just inspiring in a day that has been depressing and dark. It's inspiring to see what Americans do for each other. And so to all of those who have helped today, I say God bless you, and we'll get through this together with our faith in God and the American and the Nevadan spirit that we have. Thank you.
I'll take a small number of questions, and then we'll end it for tonight.
Mr. Assistant Sheriff, you went to 23 guns. Are they all rifles? And how do we explain the difference from 17?
Well, Ken, like the sheriff explained earlier today, and as I explained moments ago, our information as the investigation continues can change. We put out the information that we have at that moment in time, and sometimes those numbers will change. But there are 23 firearms at Mandalay Bay and 19 out of his house.
What fits in the investigation? Is it a homicide investigation? Are fit detectives involved? Is this case putting a strain on your manpower?
So I can tell you that it's a homicide investigation, and homicide is investigating that specific aspect of the crime. We have every resource available on our agency working, and I can assure you that the sheriff has made a point that we have resources both in the neighborhoods and around the community, as well as the Las Vegas Strip and downtown. That has not diminished. It actually has increased. Hold on, one at a time, because...
Have you confirmed it right now?
Pardon me?
Chinese victim.
I have not personally gone through the entire list of victims, so I can't answer that question for you right now. Hold on.
The majority of the people in the world are not trained like yourself to know what to do when gunfire, happens. If last night Jason Aldean had managed to say to the crowd, take cover before he ran off stage and took cover, do you think this could have saved lives?
I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know what Jason Aldean was thinking when he was on the stage. I do know that a common thing is when people hear gunfire, they run for cover, right? That's a natural human instinct. I don't know what he said before he left the stage, but the investigation will bring that out.
How long did Paddock shoot
Hold on.
for? How long did Paddock shoot for? Was it continuous, or did he stop? And I mean, how long do you think the shooting actually lasted? How long was he shooting out the crowd?
We are still putting that timeline together.
Sheriff,
Okay.
can you give us a timeline of his movements?
When did he shoot the security guard, and did he continue shooting out of the window after he shot the security guard?
I know that he shot the one security guard up on the 32nd floor, but I don't know if he continued to shoot after that or not. Hold on.
Detail on his movements, 24, 48, 72 hours before the shooting.
That's
Detail on what he did, where he went.
That's what our detectives and our partners are working on right now. It will be some time before we are able to give you that in a chronological order and with a amount of confidence that it's accurate.
Have you made any progress at all on his motives? There's reports that he was sending money to the Philippines.
So like I said earlier, we're hunting down and tracing down every single clue that we can get in his background. Until we confirm all of those things that are floating around out in the media and in social media, I can't comment on that.
Two questions. Any timetable for when you're going to get those hard drives opened up and look into them that you found a mesquite? Second question, did he specifically request that hotel room at the Mandalay Bay?
Answer that. No, we don't have a specific timeline.
Did he request that hotel room?
I don't know that yet.
Did he have a computer in the room?
We did see several pieces of media, including a computer.
Have you examined it? Does it give you anything about motive?
It's ongoing.
Special Agent Rouse, one other question. After the raid in Reno, can you tell us anything about what was taken there, if any weapons, explosives, computers, or clues that give us something about motive?
Nothing that I can speak of, and that scene is still being resolved as we speak.
Let me emphasize something to you that might help. I know that you are all very eager to find out exactly what his motive was or what was going through his head or what he was doing up to 2 weeks ago. I promise you the sheriff will provide that information when we have confirmed it. It doesn't make sense for us to put out information that is not accurate and isn't timely and reliable. So please have some patience with our agency and our partners to get you that information. I promise you we will provide it to you when the time comes.
Can you please tell me about that many guns
Hold on.
into a hotel?
What was your question, sir?
Just what time exactly did his room get breached?
I don't have. Do you guys have that? No.
I imagine someone must have that.
We have a time log of everything that we do, and that's what the detectives will be putting together as part of their investigation, is from start to finish and including that entire timeline. So we'll probably have more information on that probably tomorrow. So I'm going to take 2 more questions and then we're going to be done for the night.
How many guns got into the hotel?
The Family Resource Center, is that just for families who are looking for loved ones, or is that where they go if they need help? Like the resources that are being provided for them?
They can go there for help and resources, okay? If they're looking for a loved one or a friend and they're in town, they need to go there. It's at the convention center. Or the ones that are coming in, they can go there as well. They also have that 800 number that they can call ahead of time if they need to find out a piece of information in the back.
Specifically about that search warrant, the additional one that you guys executed today, you were originally saying northern Nevada. Can you now confirm that that was in Reno?
Yes.
Any sense for how he was that many guns in the hotel?
No, but I can tell you that that's part of our investigation of determining just that. Obviously, every hotel has video. I'm sure that we're going back and reviewing every ounce of that. So.
Do you expect to find any more guns as part of the investigation? Like, is that possible that that number will go up even farther?
I would say that in the areas that we've been so far, I would say no. But until we're done with the investigation, I'm not going to marry to that number. Okay? Last one, Ken.
Other rooms at the hotel?
Not other than what the sheriff put out today at 4 o'clock or 3 o'clock.
Are we confident that we've got all the guns out of the suite with the 2 rooms from which shots were fired?
Yes.
So you're confident that you have all the guns?
I'm confident in the number that I gave you of what we have recovered.
Can you give us
Mr.
a
Assistant Sheriff.
clarification on the special?
All right, that's it. Thank you.
that.